Hey there! This is a really quick tutorial on how you can view feedback when you submit a Dropbox assignment. Oftentimes when you submit an assignment to Dropbox, your teacher will respond with written feedback. Sometimes they'll also use a rubric or they'll actually attach a document or even an audio file. It's really important that you know how to access all of those forms of feedback. And that's what I'm going to show you today. There are a couple of ways that you can locate the feedback that you've been given. The first way is when you log into your class after an assignment has been graded, you'll notice in the update section over here that it'll notify you that you have a Dropbox assignment that has unread feedback on it. Let's click on that. Once you click on that, it's going to bring you to a screen that looks just like this. Over here in the feedback column, you'll see that you have feedback because you'll see the little word view there with a little bubble. Another way to view your feedback is to go directly to the Dropbox from the class homepage. So we're going to travel back to the homepage really quickly. Okay, from your class homepage, you can go directly to your Dropbox by locating the Tools section. Click on Tools and then select Dropbox. If you do that, it's going to take us to that same screen that we just saw. Once you're there, you're going to go to the feedback column and you're going to locate the View button and you're going to click on that. For this particular assignment, you're going to see three types of feedback. The first type of feedback we have as we're scrolling through here is a rubric. So for this particular assignment, the teachers used a rubric to grade the Dropbox assignment. When your teacher uses a rubric, make sure that you go through each section and you read to see the comments that you've been given and the feedback that you've been given. Now, as we scroll down, we can also see the grade that's been given on the assignment, which is an A, and the written comments. And the written comments are right down here underneath Dropbox feedback. So here it says, this is such a great start. Make sure you read through the rubric for a breakdown of your grade. In addition, be sure to check out the attached document and the audio file for more feedback. So not only is there a rubric here and this written feedback, but there's also two other areas that you need to check. For this particular assignment, the teacher has uploaded an audio file and a Word document. And those are all located down here underneath attached files. So anytime that you're checking out the feedback that you've received on a Dropbox assignment, make sure that you check out the attached files. To open those, you simply have to click on them. The first one is audio feedback. So I'm just going to click on the audio feedback right there. And then I'm going to open it. It looks like it's taking a little bit. So there we've been able to listen to the audio feedback that was received. It looks like in addition to the auto feedback, we also have a Word document that was uploaded. So again, to check that, all you need to do is open that file. And then you want to read through that file so that you can find the feedback. In this case, they've taken the essay that was submitted by the student and they've given feedback down here at the bottom in red. So here's the feedback that they received from the teacher. You can also view some of your feedback through the gradebook. However, when you're viewing feedback through the gradebook, all you get is the written feedback. You don't actually see the attached files that go with it or the rubric that goes with it. So here's a look at the gradebook, and you can see the written feedback that we saw there in the Dropbox. However, you don't have access to the audio feedback, the document that was uploaded, or the rubric that the teacher used to grade the Dropbox assignment. So although it's nice that you can check the written feedback here in the gradebook, it's super important that you always use the Dropbox to check the feedback that you've received. I'm going to show you one more time how you can access that. So now remember, there are two ways to get to that Dropbox. You can get to the Dropbox by using the update section if you haven't read the feedback already. So if you have new feedback, you should see a little bit of a notification right here showing you that you have new feedback from your teacher. In this case, we've already checked it, we've already seen it, so it's not new and it's not popping up for us. The other place that you can check is you can go directly to the Dropbox. So remember, you go to Tools, you select Dropbox. Once you select Dropbox, it should take you to a screen that looks like this. You have to locate the assignment that you submitted or the Dropbox that you used to submit your assignment. And then you'll locate the feedback over here underneath the feedback column. Remember that once you click on that, it's going to bring you to a page that's going to give you access to all of the feedback that you've been given. And again, in this particular example that I've shown you, there are 4 areas that you had to check. The first one was the rubric. The second was the written feedback that we can see here down at the bottom. And then the last 2 were attached files, the audio attached file, and then the Word document attached file. So now that you know how to check the feedback that you're receiving on Dropbox assignments, make sure that you check it every time. So make sure that you go directly to the Dropbox to check the feedback that you receive on assignments.